Hey guys, and welcome to game number 6 out of 100 of the Human vs. AI series, where I'll be taking on the AI-powered Scrabble engine BestBot in a 100-game match. We just got our first win of the series in Game 5. It was a much-needed victory as BestBot had stormed out to a 4-0 lead. So hopefully we can keep up the positive trend and get another win here in Game 6. So without further ado, let's jump right in. BestBot is going to be going first, and our opening rack is okay. We do have an S, which is nice, and some good bingo tiles. The G, unfortunately, is a bit of a thorn in our side. Not going to be bingoing here, I don't imagine. I don't think there's even any 8s we could get. So probably going to end up playing something like Clegg or Gem, depending on what BestBot does. Just trying to clean up our rack and hopefully bingo soon. So yeah, if I were going first here, I'd probably play Clegg, just because it's very defensive, putting the C as well as the G out there. Sets up the S nicely too, but we'll of course see what BestBot does. It's taking a little time here, which we've seen BestBot take a lot of time and then bingo. We've seen BestBot take a lot of time and then play something short or trade. So it's hard to say what BestBot's going to do just based solely on the fact that it's taking a bit of time, but we'll see what it comes up with. But yeah, at this point, mostly just kind of waiting to see. It's hard for me to do too much planning because obviously my best play is going to depend a lot on what BestBot does. If it exchanges, I'll probably play Clegg. If it plays something longer, then maybe Gem, just because CELS probably bingos a bit more than EMS does. So wow, BestBot really taking a lot of time here. Very interesting. I don't know if I've seen BestBot take quite this long on an opening play. I've definitely seen it take a long time later in the game, but this is yeah, already a minute and a half, so definitely taking its sweet time here, and we'll see what it comes up with. Definitely there's a lot more suspense in this series than the HastyBot series. And okay, it exchanges 4. Like I said, I've seen BestBot take a while and then bingo, and I've seen it take a while and exchange. Here it exchanges, which is certainly a welcome sight for me. And yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to my original instinct and play Clegg, right? I know it traded 4, which is not like a trade 1 or 2. It's not like, oh my, I know he's going to be bingoing really soon. But I know it kept 3 pretty good tiles, so it's got a decent chance at bingoing next turn. And Clegg, I think it's just, it's a lot harder to overlap than Gem is. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. It definitely gives back less. So yeah, that looks pretty solid. Sets up a nice S-hook for myself. MES is a fantastic leave. So we'll do that. And, okay, interesting draw here. Another S. Again, we kind of have one bad tile, and that's the F here. Before it was the G, and now it's the F. It's going to be a bit tough to bingo with this. So, yeah, probably just going to try to play off FES or something like that. EMST is, of course, a fantastic leave. That looks pretty good. I could even consider Fest to set up my other S. That's an option. So again, we're just going to kind of wait and see what BestBot does. But I would imagine if the S-hook on Clegg stays open, I'll be making one of those plays. Yeah, it is a bit of an interesting call. I mean, keeping the T is, of course, very good for my leave. It's going to increase my bingo percentage in terms of drawing a 7. But, of course, okay, so BestBot does bingo. Not for a lot, though, with tricolor. And I'm trying to remember if that takes an S. I know bicolor takes an S, and unicolor does not. Shoot, I can't remember for sure if tricolor takes an S, unfortunately. I kind of think it does, but I'm not positive. So yeah, I have to decide if I want to play Fems and tricolors, if I want to risk that. Or if I want to just stick to my original plan of playing FES over here. Yeah, I really don't know, unfortunately, about tricolor. Like I said, I'm positive that bicolor does and unicolor does not. So that doesn't really help me. Yeah, so I mean, honestly, FES... Yeah, like, see, now there's really no good reason to open the T, because the S-hook is much, much harder to hit. Since I couldn't end with the S, of course, the L in tricolor blocks that. I think FES is fine. I mean, it opens another good line for 7s. If I have to play something with tricolors, I will, but it does open another good line for 7s, which is nice, and the M is pretty good to keep. And let's face it, I mean, Fem scores a bit more, doesn't score a lot more, assuming it's valid, right? It scores 6 more. It's not a ton, and like I said, I think this does have some benefits. I mean, Fems is probably a better play if it's valid. Yeah, I just don't know about tricolors, I should say. It's like, on one hand, I kind of think it's good, but on the other hand, something feels funny about it, too. I don't know, I don't want to risk it yet. I'm going to play FES. Okay. Draw a V, unfortunately, which is definitely going to make it tough to bingo. I'd have a 8 of vomiters if I have an I, which I don't at the moment. I'm not down that much, though. I'm only down 27. Don't have any 8s through the O or the E, as far as I know. So yeah, what's my best option here? Hard to say. Maybe just mover. Kind of hate blowing up this rack. Like, again, it's this recurring theme so far this game where I have a really good rack overall, I just have one bad tile. First it was the G, then it was the F, and now it's the V. Like, aside from the V, this is a fantastic rack that bingos a ton. I mean, I'm not going to want to just trade a V, though. Like, mover is still 27 points, and ST is a pretty good lead. Like, that's definitely worth it. Mover or Vommer, either way. So yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, BestBot taking a lot of time this game. It's interesting, because it played pretty fast in the last game, but it's really taking a while here. What else do I have? Yeah, I don't have much through this. Oh, I mean, I have mooters, but it's 36, which is not that much. Wow, it trades 4 again. So it goes exchange 4, tricolor, exchange 4. Kind of a strange start to the game for BestBot. And yeah, I mean, I don't think I want to do that, right? Like, there's no reason to do that. It's only 2 more points. And again, it just traded 4. Like, it's still had 3 good tiles. I don't want to put an R out there if I don't have to. It's basically going to be a tie game. So yeah, I think mover is fine. I think is that better than Vommer? Probably, because with Vommer, it's a little bit easier for the bot to underlap, just because, of course, the M can be underlapped, but the V cannot. So plays here could be kind of annoying and score well. So I think mover is a little bit better than Vommer in terms of giving back fewer points. Yeah, I just think this is too reckless. Really no good reason to do that. So yeah, let's play mover over here. Did you play move? No, I don't think so. Huh. Again, very close to a bingo, but Z. I mean, the Z is not like a bad tile, but it is kind of an annoying tile when I'm trying to bingo. And we now have a perfectly tied game on our hands. 63 to 63. I've made 3 plays, BestBot has made 1. So, very strange path to our 63-63 tie, but yeah, what's my best option here? I mean, it's very tempting to just do this, right? I mean, this is an amazing leave, one of the best 6-tile leaves in the game. So it's hard not to do that. At the same time, it's probably better to just play Za. Like, 20 is a lot to give up. And there's enough other vowels unseen. There's enough vowels to play through. I think that's better. 20 points is a lot to sacrifice just for an A. So yeah, probably Za is going to be my play if nothing materially changes. Do I have anything here, though? Yeah, like Zone 8. Zone 8 doesn't take an S. This is no good. That would probably be worth it if it was. I don't think I have any other double-doubles. Oh, I have Nerts here, actually. See, the nice thing about, well, one nice thing about this is it takes out tricolors, and given I'm not certain about it, and I know my opponent, being a computer, is going to be certain, that's kind of nice. Like, if there's a hook open that I'm not certain of, and I know my opponent's going to be certain, it's definitely advantageous for me to take it out. Okay, so the bot plays Dap, so Nertz is now out of the question. Yeah, now Nertz, I'm not sure would have been a great play anyway, because it does give back big Z plays across on the 8 row. So, alright. What now? Probably just Za, right? I don't think anything changed particularly. I don't have any 9s from this PO or anything like that, right? Nah, there's no way. So yeah, I just don't see how giving up 20 points here is reasonable. It's just too many points to give up. And this is still a good lead. I just need one vowel, and I should be hopefully set. There's also a floating E to work with. I mean, 35 points keeping an E and RST is pretty hard to beat, I imagine. And I don't see a way for me to score a ton of points. Like, Ursats doesn't score, or doesn't play for a lot. So, yeah, let's play Za. There we go. Alright. So that'll be a bingo for sure. Eternize is probably going to be oh, never mind. Oh, wait a second. No, it's just Sentries. It's not triple. Probably my best play, but yeah, so Stovetop. That's a nice play. And yeah, I think Sentries just has to be right. I mean, Eternize also plays here, but there's no reason not to block that S. Yeah, Entropy's Interpose are the 9s to the PO, neither of which play. And, I mean, playing through here is just better anyway. So, yeah, I don't think there's much else to really think about. I don't have any 9s to the disconnected P and E, I don't think, for a lot of points. So, yeah, let's just play Sentries and... Okay. Not the worst draw I've ever seen. Jitterier. Alright, so K for a lot. That comes down pretty quickly. We're down a bit, but not a ton. Should be pretty close after my next play. So yeah, I might want to play Trijet. It's 38. T there is not too scary, especially with just one S left. It's very hard for a triple-triple to come down with a T in the second spot that doesn't start with ST. And without a triple-triple, it's just hard for a T there to be that dangerous. So I like Trijet. I think it's better than Jivier. Jivier scores 4 less. It also opens up a big 7s line and keeps 2 Ts, so yeah, it's a significant enough equity sacrifice over Trijet that I think Trijet is fine. Anything on the bottom left here? Koji would be nice, but not going to work. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I think Trijet looks good. Turns over a lot of tiles for the blank, too. Not great, but not terrible either. Yeah, I can play... I guess I did open this JO spot, which I just realized, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Cow, that's a lot of points. Or, actually, Cox. Yeah, I should probably just play Cox. No reason to really keep the X. Or Gox. Maybe even Gox. Yeah, normally the C is better than the G, but with the W, the G is probably better. Like, Wig, the CW is so awkward, so yeah. Yeah, Trijet was actually pretty risky. I mean, I didn't realize how much plays like this would score, so I did give back a lot potentially, but I'm hoping that the bot can't really do anything there and I can play Cox for a lot. Yeah, I mean, what other options do I really have? Nothing great, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have anything through this P. Oxlip doesn't work. Anything through the AMI? Okay, so it plays Dund. So it... Well, I can still do something here, right? Like, I can do that, worst case. It's not... Oh! How about that? That's nice. I mean, CWX obviously is pretty clunky, but 42 points. It's still better than this, for sure. Yeah, how about that fit? That's pretty sweet. I'd love to get rid of one of the W and the X, but I just don't really think I can in a good way. Yeah, I mean, I think this has gotta be the best play. Yeah, I just don't really see anything else. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, pretty good draw, actually. I mean, all things considered, we kept CWX. That was a good draw. We have a lead. It's not a big lead. And unfortunately, there's still some uncertainty surrounding tricolors. I still don't know for sure if that's good, and it could be relevant. But, I mean, I'm not going to really do anything about it now. Bathed by BestBot, it's a lot. It's 49. I'm going to presumably just play Wax here, right? I mean, 48 points, gets rid of the W. I don't think there's anything else to really consider. So, yeah, there's a lot of vowels left, too. 16 vowels, 14 consonants. So this is not a bad leave. Okay. So, what do I have with this? No, it's decenter spelled both ways, and, wait, is that it? Oh, and centered, yeah, of course. Nothing, no recented. Don't think I have any playable bingos. Antecede, I need an A. It's not in the right spot. Probably... I don't know what I'm going to do here. Maybe Key? I'm not dying to play Wheated. Wow, yeah, the bot just keeps scoring. That's a lot of points. Yeah, tough turn here. Still that blank. There's a lot of garbage. There's 3 U's, 4 A's. So yeah, it's an interesting call here. Do I play Weaned or Wheated over here for 33? Do I play Heat? 9 points. That's a lot to give up. Yeah, 9 is a lot. And the extra turnover, too. Also, maybe I have something here, though, now that I think of it. It's not so good. Like here? Enticed would be pretty sweet, but don't think it's going to work. Yeah, I don't think I have anything particularly good through the AMI. Almost a cetamide or something like that. That would be pretty nice. Yeah, this is a very tricky turn. I have a lot of mediocre options. No great options that stand out. At least none that I've seen yet. I don't think I have anything through this P. Decept is not good. Yeah, tough turn. I guess what I need to ask myself is turnover good? Because I think it is, right? I mean, there's still a blank and an S. And, like, there's a lot of bad stuff, but I'm also down a bit. I'm not in a great position. I think I need to take some chances. So, yeah, probably Weaned over Weeded, because there's 2 N's and and 2 N's left and no T's left. Maybe? Yeah, and also for Oft, actually, yeah. So Weaned for sure over Weeded. Yeah, I think this is worth it. It's 9 points more than Keat. Or Keen, for that matter. Yeah, I guess actually one cool thing about Heat is it could set up a potential Edenic if I draw an I. Should be a pretty healthy number of points. Yeah, that would be like... Oh, no, what am I saying? It doesn't work. OFN. Sorry, guys, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Edenic doesn't work because of OFN. I forgot I was getting rid of the T, and that I had to put it there. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Yeah, so I think Weaned is probably fine. Yeah. Alright, let's do that and hope for a good draw. And that was not a very good draw. Okay. Yeah, what do I want to do here? And I'm kind of at the mercy of tricolors here, waiting to see if the bot uses it. So it just plays ABBA. Kagu, I mean, that's actually a bailout. This has to be right. I mean, it just has to be right. Gets rid of my 2 worst tiles, scores 27 points. Yeah, like, I don't think there's really anything else to consider, actually. It's way better than KO. This leave is so much better. I mean, KO does keep the U, in case I draw the Q, but there's 2 more U's. Like, I'm more likely to draw another U. Yeah, this has to be right. Alright, that's actually not bad. Locality, or something like that, with an L. I don't think I have any bingos at the moment. This is a great game. Nail biter. Of course, there's a blank and an S. There's a lot of threats looming still. So, yeah, again, just kind of wait and see what the bot does. And, I mean, what are going to be my best options here? How do I score? I don't have anything with waxy. That's particularly good. Wow, it's just row for 15. Interesting. I mean, I can't imagine I should empty the bag here. I'm not even sure what I would do to empty it, but I don't think that can be right. What do I make of row for 15? It's probably got a pretty good rack, I would imagine. It very well could have the blank. So I probably need to brace from the fact that it might bingo and try to bingo back and win like that. That's, I think, the best strategy. I also need to try to score some points because I'm still down. It's tricky. I mean, what if, like, this just doesn't really hit? Right? Because, like, an I is no good and N isn't even any good. Yeah, I need, like, an S for stoical or an E for aloetic. U, yeah, U doesn't do any good. There's no F for clafouti. I mean, this hits, like, 3 out of 12, right? It's blank, E, S. Is that it? And he's probably got at least 2 of those tiles. So this is not a great play by any means. Huh. Anything under mover? Yeah, like I'm down 17. It's just very hard for me to score any reasonable number of points. Anything from this R? Actorly? No, and that would empty the bag anyway, which I probably don't want to do. Are there any, like, non-bingo triple threats to the TOD? I don't think so. I, like, glanced at it earlier and didn't really think much about it. I guess I should. I don't think there are, though. Yeah, nothing jumping out on the top of my head. Okay, so... Huh. Yeah, tricky turn. Very tricky turn. I don't know what to do here. Like, I just really don't have a lot of... Play. How about Ivy, maybe? Maybe that's fine. Get sort of an I. It gives me a little more turnover. I mean, is there any chance... The thing is, like, even if it bingos and it's Q stuck, I probably still just don't have enough to win. I doubt. Ivy's not unreasonable. I think it's better than Waxy. I don't think the Y is an asset, especially in that pool. Or the I should say. Yeah, like, I mean, what else do I do? Hope that if I do this, hope if it bingos, I hit a floater and bingo out and win. I don't know. I don't have any better ideas. It's a tough position. So, alright. Hope for the best. Ooh, okay. So, Catalose and Coastal, neither of which play as it stands. But still obviously a good draw. Now I know that the bot doesn't have the S. Wow, this one could really come down to the wire. I'm up 1. At least now I can soar. This is... Yeah, I mean, I just have to be very careful. If I draw the Q, I think I'm dead. Because... Okay, so I'm not going to draw the Q. So in a sense, I'm happy to see that. Because now, like I said, I don't have to worry about the Q. Yeah, so Catalose and Coastal don't play. And... Still a blank unseen. Not a good pull. Again, I'm still down. I don't have scoring tiles. I could maybe guess. Leave 1 in the bag. Like, S is not great. I guess, yeah, the question is, like, do I try to just, like, score? Or, I don't have anything that scores more than gas there, right? Gascon doesn't work. Gas is not really any better. Yeah, I don't think so. Could also play Loss over here. Emptying the bag, which I probably don't want to do. So like I could do that. I could play off an A, which isn't crazy probably. So I mean I hit a decent amount. Well, Cold Hands isn't gonna play. E will hit, I will hit with Stoical. L won't hit. U, Locusta. Talcus will hit. Yeah, that's probably better. I mean, I hit with a U, an I, an E, a blank. And I'll hit some 8s with an N if he opens. Like, I think I should play off an A. I kind of think I should. I don't know. This is really tough, guys. Like, I have no clue what to do. It's possible I should play Gas. I don't know. But I figure I can also do that next turn and have better timing. So yeah, how about Oppo? Because then I can also set up LAS for a few more points next turn. I think I like Oppo. I have no idea. This is... What a game. I mean, whatever happens, this is a great game. Fascinating positions. I think I'm going to play that. Dang it. Didn't really want an N. But maybe it'll give me something? I don't know. Is it going to fish? What's it going to do? Like, if it plays Relumine, I can go out with Cold Hands and I think win or something like that. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, okay, well, I can't pass, right? Because it can just pass back. Oh my goodness, guys. Well, like, it's gotta have the blank, right? So, like, I have to fish. I don't think I can, unless I... Or do I do this? So, okay, if I draw the blank, I win. If I draw the E... No, Glucinum to go out from the G. It hits Glucinum. I don't know. This is a lot to go through with the blank. I think I win with an I. I'm not positive, though. L? Yeah, like with 2 U's left. I have a decent chance with this, right? And this should win if he doesn't bingo. I think? I mean, I go up 40, well, 33. That should win. I think I win with an L draw. I don't think there's a 7. M? I might even win with an M and an N. N? E-I-L-M-U-U blank. Is there something in that? Alluvium. So N loses, E loses, U loses. Is this 4 for 8? I mean, I could have easily missed some bingos in there with the blank. Yeah, so I think, so if I draw a blank, I definitely win. E, I lose because of Glucinum. I mean, is that better than fishing? Well, yeah, because there's no point in fishing because there's 1 in the bag. Like, if he's gonna bingo, he's gonna bingo. I think I should just do this. Because, yeah, Alluvium will play either way. Glucinum will play. I think I just gotta do this and hope it can't bingo. So, come on. Dude, Glucinum. Wow. I saw it, though. I knew it was coming. What a game. Man. Yeah, I mean, I just didn't really have anything that blocked that. What a game, though. Wow. 461 to 426. Some really tough turns. Let's take a look at some of these. So yeah, BestBot opens with a trade. Yeah, collect seems fine. Tricolor. So does this? It does take an S. Okay. Okay. So yeah, maybe Fems. I mean, if I know it takes an S, then this is also fine because it keeps the S hook for myself. Yeah, thankfully this never really came up much after this turn. I gotta know that stuff though. I should really review words that take an S. But yeah, okay, Fems is probably a little bit better. I think if I knew tricolors, I would have played that. But yeah, wow, so BestBot definitely not drawing well early on, and yeah, this is just crazy. I mean, at this point, Mover's totally fine. Going with DAP instead of Pop. Yeah, that seems reasonable, because Pop gives back a lot of overlaps on the bottom. So I like that. I don't know, really? I mean, ENRST just hits so many bingos. I think Za's gotta be better. Yeah, Stovetop, Sentries. So far it looks pretty solid. Yeah, Cape for a lot. Trijet looks good. So far I'm really happy with how I've been playing. Yeah, so BestBot not playing and playing Done makes total sense, right? Going for turnover for the blank and stuff and blocking that T. I definitely like that play. Yeah, really proud of this play here that I saw that fit. Bait, yeah, the bot just kept scoring and scoring, but I did too. I mean, okay, so the bot had the blank as early as here. Played Yao. Yeah, this was a tough turn. I spent a while here. Yeah, I think Ween has to be better than we did, because it's the last T. There's 2 more ends and the off hook. Net is possible too, or Key. I mean, the E's are nice, don't get me wrong. But I wanted those extra points and the extra turnover too. I think I'm okay with my play. Yeah, Kagu, this was a big bailout. I was actually really happy to see that. And so here, wow, so it had this. Interesting play. So yeah, why not here? Why did it sacrifice a point? Interesting. Like, there's got to be a reason. I'm just not sure why. Like, why would it do that? Maybe because, okay, I have a theory. Because with this sleeve, right, it's very, maybe not very likely, but it's kind of going for plays like equation, equinity, equaling, those type of plays. And with row, it blocks some bingos I might have through the E that have the E in the second spot. And not only that, it protects the E because it makes it less likely I'm going to try to play anything to block. So I think that's what it's doing. It's sacrificing a point to try to protect its E to try to hit a 100-point Q bingo. That's a really, really clever play by BestBot. I think you guys can already see why BestBot is so much stronger than HastyBot, those kind of plays. So yeah, this turn. Oh, I didn't think of Waxily. Maybe I should have done that. Yeah, I don't like Waxy. Yeah, Waxily maybe, just for... See, it's tough, because I felt pretty confident after row that BestBot had the blank. It also played it fairly quickly, and like in terms of inferences, I feel like you can kind of infer similarly to how you're playing a top human when you're playing BestBot. Against HastyBot, you can't infer anything, really. I just felt like against a human, I feel like, okay, after a row like that for a pretty small score, I'd be feeling pretty confident it had the blank. Or they had the blank. So yeah, I think, given that, if I assume that my opponent has the blank, then turnover-wise, I actually don't want turnover, because the Q is death. Like, I mean, yeah, I could have QI still, but I don't want to have to waste a turn on that. Like, the Q is, I have to assume, pretty much death. So yeah, I think it's better than Waxy, just because Waxy doesn't really hit bingos very often. I don't know, yeah, I mean, Waxily scores 1 more point. Every point matters. But the L does kind of go pretty well for bingoing, I think, with the rest of the pool. I don't know, guys. Really tough turn. I don't think Ivy's bad. I might have played Waxily if I saw it, but I don't mind this play. And, yeah, I mean, so interesting, though, here. So, HastyBot, or, not HastyBot, I'm sure I'm going to keep saying that accidentally. BestBot plays QI instead of playing something like Elm. So I guess here it figured its odds of hitting something from this E were not good enough. And so here, I guess it hit, yeah, I guess it hits fairly often, right? Because A, it'll hit Maudlin, Alamina, those kind of things. C hits Glucinum, E hits Relooming. I guess so it drew an I, maybe? It must have drawn an I. And an L, maybe an L wouldn't hit, because Mulling, I don't think, plays. But yeah, it mostly hits. Yeah, this turn was tough. I guess I just felt like if I empty the bag like that, yeah, maybe gas. I don't think if I empty the bag that's a good thing, because I'm up a bit. But yeah, like, even if it doesn't have a bingo, if it has the blank, I felt like it's going to be able to outmaneuver me and go out in 2 and probably eke out a win. I just didn't really love my chances going into this end game. And yeah, maybe gas, maybe. But I just really liked... Again, I hit often. I drew the N, which was kind of a bad break. If I draw an I have Stoical. If I draw an E, I have Talcos. U, I have Talcus. Like, I hit pretty often here. That's, well, plus the blank, that's 6 out of 10. That's pretty good. And the nice thing about my fish is I do still save gas and similar plays for next turn. And also I hit Gaskin with an end draw, which I did. So I think my fish is not unreasonable here. As it turns out, it's actually kind of crazy because I gave him a spot to play his I, which he wouldn't have had before. Oh, no, actually he did. He had TI here. Never mind. So I didn't really bail him out. Yeah, really tough turn, Apo, but I think fishing is fine. And here, yeah, BestBot, I guess, kind of has to fish back. Yeah, it's just this sequence of fishes, and I guess, yeah, so maybe one thing I should have considered is that with Apo, BestBot, it's like the score is so close that whoever bingoes out is probably more likely to win. It's sort of just like a game of chicken. Who's going to empty the bag first? And maybe what I should have considered more with Apo was timing. That if I do that, BestBot is, if it can't bingo, or even if it can bingo sometimes, it's probably very likely to fish off one. Like, I was sort of figuring if it bingos with Relumine or something. Like, I guess, so if I had played Relumine, would Catalos have won? Or if I drew, like, Coltans? I think it would have. Because Relumine would have been 70. So it would be up 74, and Coltans and Relumines would be 12, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, it's over 74. Okay, so yeah, like, that would win. I don't think it's a crazy idea to try to bingo out. But yeah, I just wonder, so maybe I should play 2 then, so that, maybe I should play 2 tiles, because then I leave 1 in the bag, so that BestBot can't fish without emptying. So then maybe I play Lamia and La. Or something like that. Maybe I'm supposed to do this. Or just play Gas and score points. Like, see, the thing with Gas is I score points, but I significantly reduce my chances of bingoing back out if the bot bingos. And of course, if the bot bingos, I have to bingo to win. Bingo back and bingo out. This is such a tough turn, guys. Like, I'm not going to be able to tell you definitively what's best here. And unfortunately, Quackle is pretty notoriously bad with these two. Like, a sim is going to be useless, and I don't think championship players are going to be able to iterate through these possibilities. I wish there was a way, and hopefully Googles will develop this soon, but I wish there was a way where, like, I could run this position into BestBot. Because this is a truly fascinating position. I'm, like, on one hand, fishing the A is really nice, because I hit often, but I'm kind of thinking I should have played off 2. Like, I'm kind of leaning towards this, because again, the timing is better. BestBot cannot fish and avoid emptying the bag, and that's exactly the problem I ran into, and it may have cost me the game. So yeah, I mean, this is still a really good leave, right? ACOST. Like, IN hits, I mean, I do give myself another chance of drawing the M, which isn't a great tile here. I mean, I could still get Osmatic or Somatic or something. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I kind of think I should have played Law. I kind of think. But I'm really not positive. Really, really tricky turn. So yeah, if you guys have any thoughts on what I should have done on this turn, let me know in the comments, because I don't know. And yeah, if I may send this position to Cesar, see if he can run this through the BestBot engine on his end, because yeah, I'm really fascinated to see what's best here. I really have no idea, and if I do get an answer back, I'll let you guys know in the comments, because yeah, this is a really fascinating and instructive position. Right now, my instinct is I should have played La, I think, but again, I don't really know. In any case, yeah, so the bot fishes, and I think here I feel confident I made the right play, because I'm down enough that if I empty the bag and I don't score, I'm not going to win, right? Like, if I do this, that doesn't really help me. I don't think, because Gaskin doesn't give him any bingos in the bottom, right? Like, did I miss any? Let me check. Did I miss any 7s that he could have had? I'm just running a sub-anagram match in my phone here, guys. One sec. So I don't think so. Yeah, because if I draw a U, I'm sunk anyway. I mean, he's got Relumine, he's got gum lines from this G. He has stuff all over the place anyway. And there's Alluvium, but that already plays with ERE. And that's it. Right? There's no other 7s. And then how about with an R? Yeah, there's nothing that would have played with the R either in that pool. And then with an E, with the E and Clegs, nothing. And then the G, yeah, it's just Glucinum and gum lines. I think my math was right. I think Gaskin was a 50-50 shot. I think I win with blank, I, L, M and lose with E-N-U-U. And I drew the E and lost. Yeah, I think that's got to be right. I mean, like I said, it doesn't give him anything that he didn't already have. Sevens would already have played. It scores well. Like, I should win, I think. Even, like, let's say I drew... Yeah, I mean, if I draw the I, I'll be going out. Like, if I had drawn the L, I mean, would I have won, actually? That's a little dicey, because I wouldn't have been able to go out. I wonder, but I'm up a lot. I'd be up 33, and I don't think the bot can score enough. I also have Lamias, which is key. See, that's also what I saw. I saw I have Lamias on my next turn, and that's going to score pretty well. It's going to score another 13 points. Like, I just don't think BestBot has enough scoring opportunities or firepower to make that up. So, alright, I think Gaskin is right, and I saw Glucinum. I knew it was a possibility. Only bingo, and of course BestBot finds it. What a game. Again, 461, 426. Easily the most interesting game of the series. Yeah, honestly, I'm thrilled with how I played this game. I think I played really well. I wish I were sure of tricolors. That was, of course, a little bit of a low point earlier, and FEMS instead of FES is probably a small mistake, but not a major mistake, and that didn't really end up being that big a factor, somewhat surprisingly, later on in the game. But, yeah, I mean, I think Apo instead of La is maybe a mistake. I don't know. Again, yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I feel like I've looked through this one pretty thoroughly, and yeah, I mean, what a game. Some really, really tough decisions at the end. Some really cool plays, like Stovetop, my gyro play was fun. Really cool plays, really cool decisions. So, yeah, great stuff. And yeah, that's really why I was so excited about this series. Like, this is not the type of game we would have had against HastyBot, right? HastyBot would have not made a lot of those plays that BestBot made that made this game what it was. So, yeah, once again, amazing game. Kudos to BestBot there. I have to give my opponent credit there on that win. It played obviously really well too. So, yeah, so long video, guys. Thanks for putting up with that. I know it's already at 42 minutes or so, so I'm going to call it there. But yeah, big thanks to everyone who watched the whole thing. And yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this and learned something from it. And I will be hopefully back for some revenge next week with Game 7, and I look forward to seeing you all there. So thanks again, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.